Alright guys, welcome to the channel, and I wanted to give you a little experience with the lead terror Blay. And while everyone else is kind of spending their time on the Russian BBs, I wanted to cover this because like what they did with the French cruisers, they kind of threw it in there with another patch. I don't remember the whole details behind it, but they kind of threw a whole bunch of stuff in there, and it's nice. It's nice having those updates where, yeah, you get all of this stuff, but then you have those like things that get looked over, and that's what I see at the lead Terrorblade. It really did sync up with his name before, because this was kind of looked at as the second cop, but how the guns performed before, they didn't perform at all. So instead of talking about it, I'll go straight into a battle, have a 10-point commander. Actually, let me, let me check if I have any. I'll, I'll actually, I'll actually use my Henry captain. Why is that? Because superintendent, IFHE, not really a big deal, but it's a large caliber gun, and being able to pin that would be very ideal. Um, I've I've really missed having concealment because let's see what the ship is at now. 7.4. Let's look at the upgrades. Steering gears, I'm going to go for concealment because I like being able to actually get a cap, which 6.6, easily doable. And the reason it's at 6.6 is because you want DDs to out detect, because they need time, because that when you hit that main battery reload on 139 millimeters, oh, it does some damage to DDs. But what was the change log? The change log to the Lee Terrablay was the drag time, which is a very good decision for them to do. You can add as much speed to the guns, and it wouldn't really do much. It's that drag time that would make the difference. So I think that was a good addition. So we got in a tier 10 match. Some tier 8s. I'll have to watch out for this Harugamo. So I could just show you right here. See how they carry? It's a fairly high shell velocity, but this is kind of the difference between, I would say, a Zao or Moskva between a Henry. So concealment 6.6 definitely helps versus the CVs. Doesn't have stellar AA. But being at 54 knots on speed boost, so we're just going to be, I'm going to kind of wait for my teammates. Normally a DD comes in there and hides at that island. So at 6.6 I can out detect a lot of the cruisers. So, but where it was at before, like 7.48 kilometers? Yeah. No. You're in cruiser territory. Since the ship is fairly fast, I'll get some torps going. And I have an extra tube on this side if I need it. Still don't know where the Haru is. Got a friendly cruiser getting in cap. I think he's going to turn left to try to dodge some of them. There's the Haru. Outspotted him. Not the best torpedo range. Now, what island can I sit behind that won't reveal me to the enemy? Probably this one. So, yes, it's got a good, what does it? It's got a nice, it's got some nice velocity in it. That's what this, this needed. So hit my secret weapon, the speed boost. I'll tell you what, the Haru will not be able to catch up to this speed. He'd have to be leading a very far amount. Haru's going to hide, so main battery reload. Half health, that it's really coming in handy with that adrenaline rush. That's like a 2-second reload. And IFHE too. So that I can tell you now, this is like mini cop. Haru's trying to do something, but sorry, you can't catch up to 54 knots. See, yeah. Your drag time's much better than his. Coming out of his gun, it's about 1,000 meters per second. Yours is about 800, but it's that drag. The Haru's drag is like ridiculous. Don't have any repairs, but that can be good. Because my adrenaline rush will be on point. Waiting for main battery reload to engage. Get a nice spicy reload. Iranian might be a bad target just because it's shell velocity, but let's make him regret his decision. Hopefully the, see, not bad damage. Mini Kaba. So it means I can't get these angles anymore. Wait. Don't torpedo. Just don't. Your other planes already work good enough. See, I'm feeling all confident. See, look at that. Look at that. Rain fire. You guys might have thought this was a bad ship before, but it's not in that territory anymore. It's really fun. And I haven't used the torpedoes. This is all guns. This might be the end of my road right here. So I can actually go dark right here, but not right here. So we'll stop shooting for a moment. Go undetected. I was in Republic range, so that concealment build is spicy. But then I think it's I think I still have those other skills too. So look at my health. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep boosting until I get out of his secondary range, which he might have had manual fire. I don't think he did, but I don't think this is a full Republic build, which, you know, I'll just keep getting out of here and I'll wait until he fires, okay? When you're low health and like a cob, go undetected. Wait for him to fire. If he ever does fire.
Engine boost deactivated.
It was probably a good idea to launch torps, but I didn't. Did we win? Yeah, we won. Okay. So yeah. You want the superintendent concealment. Great build right there. You only need those two skills to do good, but yeah. That's all you really need. I mean, I didn't really get that much damage, but yeah, that was in a tier 10 match. So very good changes wargaming. It's exactly what it needed. That's all you had to do. Was give it that drag time. Uh, to have that kind of stats, which is like a really long shell time, you had to be like a Haragumo, where you're shooting at slow targets or you're shooting in really close. So that's not what this ship was designed for. It's supposed to be like a Cobb, so it has to have those quick rounds, unless you have a really high or unless you have a really low reload. Sorry. So very good changes. Uh, you have different build possibilities. Turrets are a little on the slow side, so expert marksman, yes. Now remember, this is just my Henry captain, so Henry has the same issues this thing does. It's you want to know when um, the, see when you can either do priority target or this one. It's just preference, but expert marksman, get those turrets around. Adrenaline rush. Um, this is the unique captain, which has the .25, and that really comes in handy. Wish more captains had this, but that's a very good skill. You want as many of those boosts and main battery reloads as possible. You want to set fires. The ship now has a 12% fire chance. You hit that main battery reload. 12%. Yeah, it's really easy to set fires. IFHE, so let's see here. If I grab my calculator here, these are 139. Yeah, these are 139 millimeter. If you do 139 divided by 6, stock, that's 23 millimeters, times 1.5, you're at 34.75. That means you pin all 32 mils of armor. Your typical Russians, 130 divided by 4. No, sorry, divided by... Oh, wait, that's the same thing if you divide by 4. But that's 22 times 1.5. Yeah, 32.5. So it's got that little bonus. Great ship now. If you guys ever think about picking one up, I wouldn't hold you against it, because it's a and don't forget your torpedoes are always there, because I forgot at that moment. Because I can, at 6.6, I can torp undetected in a gunboat. So, and these are 1800 damage or 18,000 damage torpedoes. That's really good for tier 8. If you look at comparable, what's interesting about the French is they get like the same torpedoes up the whole line. These are 14. Okay. So having it at 18, that's good, because if you look at America, if you look at a Benson, you're at 1100 or 16. So less torps, but one hits them, does some good damage. Does a really good damage. Yeah, so thanks for watching.